Listen to me very carefully, because this is not just a car video. This is a warning. Something massive is happening just north of the United States, and most people haven't fully processed it yet. For decades, the global car industry followed a predictable hierarchy. American brands dominated mass production. German brands owned luxury and performance. Japanese brands perfected reliability. China was supposed to be the factory, the copycat, the follower. That era is over. While the United States is busy protecting its domestic auto industry with tariffs, regulations, and political barriers, Canada made a completely different decision. Canada said yes. Yes to Chinese electric vehicles. Yes to radical technology. Yes to disruption. And what's coming into Canada right now is not just competition. It's a generational leap. These cars aren't trying to catch up to Tesla. They're not trying to copy Mercedes. They're not even trying to beat Porsche at its own game. They're rewriting the rules entirely. We're talking about cars that behave more like intelligent machines than vehicles. Cars that think, adapt, and anticipate. Cars that make many Western EVs feel unfinished. And the most painful part? Americans can't buy them. So today, we're not just counting down cars. We're unpacking 5 Chinese electric vehicles that Canada can access right now, and why their existence is making American car enthusiasts furious, jealous, and deeply uncomfortable. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why this isn't about cars anymore. It's about who controls the future of mobility. Let's begin. Number 5. NIO ET9. The car that exposes how far behind we really are. At first glance, the NIO ET9 looks like a large luxury sedan. But within seconds, you realize something is different. This car doesn't just react to the environment, it dominates it. The moment the ET9 went viral was simple, but unforgettable. Covered in snow, it activated its suspension and shook the snow clean off its body. Not slowly, not gently, violently precise. That motion comes from NIO's fully active suspension system. Each wheel is controlled independently, responding in milliseconds. This isn't about comfort alone. This is about absolute control. NIO proved it by stacking champagne glasses on the hood and driving over speed bumps. The wheels moved. The body didn't. That level of engineering isn't common. It's rare even in 6-figure luxury cars. Design-wise, the ET9 is massive. Over 5.3 meters long, longer than a Mercedes S-Class, sitting on enormous 23-inch wheels. And then there are the details. The wheel center caps remain perfectly upright while driving. The headlights are actually projectors that can display crosswalks on the road. The doors are electronic and handleless. Under the hood, the real shock arrives. This car uses a fully steer-by-wire system. There is no mechanical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. Everything is digital, redundant, fail-safe. The steering wheel can even retract completely during autonomous driving. Powering all of this is a 900-volt electrical architecture. That's beyond what Tesla uses, beyond what most German EVs use. The result? About 160 miles of range added in 5 minutes. That's not charging, that's refueling. Inside, the ET9 feels like an executive aircraft cabin. 4 seats only. Rear seats that recline deeply, a mechanically stabilized table that doesn't move at highway speeds, large AMOLED displays with almost no physical buttons. Price in China sits around $112,000 US. And that's the uncomfortable truth. For that money, Western brands still sell you heritage, leather, and tradition. NIO sells you the future. And this is only number 5. Number 4. BYD Yangwang U7. When horsepower stops making sense. Now let's talk about numbers that feel illegal. 1,300 horsepower. That number belongs in the hypercar world. Bugatti, Koenigsegg, 7-figure price tags. Except this isn't a hypercar. This is a 4-door luxury sedan. The BYD Yangwang U7 uses 4 independent electric motors, 1 at each wheel. That allows torque distribution with surgical precision. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Silently, effortlessly. But speed isn't the real story. The suspension system is electromagnetic, not hydraulic or air-based. Each wheel actively adjusts height and stiffness in milliseconds. If a tire blows at highway speed, the car doesn't panic. It calculates, it compensates, it can lift the damaged wheel and continue driving on 3 wheels. That sounds impossible, until you realize software is now as important as steel. Inside, the Yangwang U7 feels more like a spacecraft than a sedan. Multiple massive displays, premium materials everywhere, a sound system that physically emerges from the dashboard. Range approaches 500 miles. Battery tech is based on BYD's Blade architecture, known for safety and longevity. Price sits around $140,000. Expensive? Yes. But when you compare it to what Western brands offer at that price, the gap becomes embarrassing. Number 3. Zeekr 001. The quiet death of range anxiety. For years, critics said electric cars would never replace gasoline because of range. This car ends that argument completely. The Zeekr 001 offers over 1,000 kilometers of range on a single charge. That's more than 600 miles. That means fewer stops than many gas cars. And it's not slow, 777 horsepower, 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. Thanks to an 800-volt architecture, charging from 10 to 80% takes around 11 minutes. That's not waiting, that's blinking. Doors open automatically. LiDAR sits on the roof for advanced driver assistance. The interior feels more premium than cars twice its price. Now comes the part that still feels unreal. The starting price in China is roughly $37,000. That's economy car money in North America. This isn't competition. This is structural disruption. Number 2. Avatr 12. The car that deletes the past. Now let's talk about something truly radical. The Avatr 12 does not have a rear window. None. Instead, it uses a high-definition camera system feeding a digital mirror. The result? Better visibility, better aerodynamics, more interior space. Designers were freed from a century-old constraint. The exterior looks like a concept car, ultra-thin lighting, camera mirrors, smooth, uninterrupted surfaces. Inside, the dashboard is dominated by a massive 4K panoramic display stretching across the entire width of the car. Seats recline into a zero-gravity position. The roof is smart glass that changes opacity instantly. Performance is strong, over 500 horsepower, more than 430 miles of range. Price in China sits around $42,000. A car that looks like the future, priced like the present. Number 1. Maextro S800. The endgame of luxury. This is not a driver's car, this is a statement. The Maextro S800, developed with Huawei, is a direct challenge to Rolls-Royce and Mercedes-Maybach. It stretches over 5.5 meters long, available as a pure EV or with a range extender, up to 850 horsepower. But performance is irrelevant here. This car is about isolation from reality. The suspension scans the road ahead and adjusts before you feel imperfections. It features Level 3 autonomous hardware, advanced night vision, predictive collision avoidance. Inside, it feels more like a private jet lounge than a car. Animated starlight ceiling, 43-speaker sound system, rear seats with leg rests, massage, heating everywhere. A refrigerator, a massive rear cinema display. This is a 4-seat executive experience. Price tops out around $140,000. That undercuts Maybach. It annihilates Rolls-Royce on value. And technologically, it's years ahead. Final reflection. These 5 cars are not anomalies. They are signals. China isn't trying to enter the global auto market anymore. It's trying to dominate it. Canada saw the shift and embraced it. The United States resisted. And history shows that resisting technological change rarely ends well. So now I'll ask you directly, which one are you choosing? The hyper sedan, the 1,000-kilometer cruiser, the rolling executive lounge? Drop your answer in the comments. If this video changed how you see electric cars, hit like. Subscribe, because what comes next makes this look conservative. The future isn't coming. It's already here.